Morning, Simon. Hope you're doing all right. This is your new goal-oriented routine. So whether you're doing it in the morning or the evening, either is fine. But we are, like I said, not going to spend as much time warming up the rest of this time because you did that extensively in the last video. So please use what you learned in that last video to do that ahead of this because we don't want to injure your wrists, but I don't want to keep spending 5 minutes of your video doing wrist warm-ups. So interlace the fingers, we'll give them a quick mobilization just in case. Wiggle yourself through. Go the other way. Cool. Lift the hands up, pulsate through the fingers, come all the way down, include the thumbs. All the way back up. All the way down. All the way back up. All the way back down. Good. Okay, shake out the wrists. We're going to find our way into a tabletop position, so bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to move through a couple of rounds of cat-cows. Come onto the top of the feet for me. As you inhale, you're going to lift the gaze up, belly drops down, hands pull back. Exhale, push through the hands, dome the shoulders, dome the back, gaze goes back. Inhale, come down, lift gaze. Exhale, angry cat, push the floor away, arch into the shoulders, into the spine. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale away. Come to find a neutral position. We're going to move forward and back on the wrist. Try to keep the heels of the hands down. Go as far forward as you can. And go back. As far forward as you can. And go back. Far forward as you can. And go back. Turn the hands out. We're just going to invite some movement left to right. Turn the hands as far around as you can. Bear in mind, Simon, I'm hypermobile, so when you look at my elbows now, they look like they're broken. So if you notice that your elbows do this even slightly, micro bend them so they look like a normal person's, and then lean the weight back. And again, notice you might not move very far at all, depending on how tight your extensors, your flexors are in the wrist. Good, gently come forward, take the weight off the wrists before you undo the movement, turn the wrists round. And then just gently shift side to side. Round in circles. Go the other way. Cool, okay. Hands under shoulders, fingers spread wide, knuckles down. I'm going to push down through the top of the feet, push through the hands, double chin to make sure we don't leave the head behind. And we're going to just hover ourselves off the mat, start to brace and wake up the core. Pull the hands back to the knees, push the knees forward towards the hands. One more deep breath in. Drop down. You're going to do that one more time. So find your way back into that tabletop position. Push down with the top of the feet, hover the knees. Push down with the hands. Pull the mat away and then pull it towards you. So you've got this diagonal kind of contraction going on through the hands. Push the knees forward. Really feel the core embrace and then double chin. One more deep breath in. Lower down. Whew. Shake it out. When we're doing these kind of drills is obviously we spend a lot of time on the wrists, so just be really mindful of yours. I've got arthritis in mine, so you might see me move onto my knuckles just to take that pressure off my wrist. Okay, so next up is those Alasana lifts that we did last time. So bringing the hands down, we're going to spend a bit of time here and then we'll work on mobilizing the hamstrings, and then we'll do a handstand based drill that will also strengthen you up for a planche. So hands down alongside you, push the floor away, pick up the knees, really squeeze them in. Don't just think about pushing the floor away and coming all the way up. Pull the knees in as tight as you can and then keep lifting that frame. and lower. 2 more times. If you can, at this point, keep the knees tight to the chest, keep that hollow opinion of the lower back and the abdominals, and you can pick up your feet, by all means move into that transition. I'm not there, it's first thing in the morning for me. So push the floor away, pull the knees in, push the floor. Lower down. One more time, taking any variation that serves you. So push the floor, create space in the upper back. Push down with the top of the feet, pull the abdominals back, pull the knees into that space. And lower. Good, okay. So, last time we were doing some drills through downward dog where you were pulling the knee up. Again, I don't want to repeat a lot of exercises we did last time. So, we are going to move into a downward dog. I will kind of talk you through it as opposed to doing it so that we can speed it up a little bit. So hands come forward, toes tuck under, push the hips up and think about going back. Don't think about getting the heels down because then we end up in this position. Knees bent, hips to the back of the mat. Okay, Simon, you are going to raise your right leg towards the ceiling. Remember, I'm not going to demo because it will take it longer. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, draw knee to right elbow. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, release the foot. Pause, downward dog. Slowly swap sides. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, leg back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg back up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Good. Inhale, back up. Release the leg, drop down onto the knees, shake out the wrists. Good. Okay. So when it comes to a planche, obviously we are working on developing this shape, right? So your hands are facing the wrong way, and then like we did in the tabletop when we were stretching, the elbows are going to start to come in towards each other. You will see people who have their elbow literally against the side of the body. Significantly harder to do than if you have the elbow aiding you as a bit of a balancing aid. So try to get used to this feeling of internal rotation. Elbows come in, hands go out. Pull the hands back. That's the shape we're going to try to recreate. But for now, we're going to make the shape with the elbows and then do a bit of core work. So hands face the opposite way as best you can. It might be that they're more here. That's fine. Maybe you can get them to come all the way around. Also fine. So fingers spread wide. Elbows, try and bank them in as much as you can. Obviously, if the hands are turned out, the elbows are going to struggle to get in. You're more likely to go in the direction of the fingers. So try to get used to twisting the elbows slightly. Okay. This position is not comfortable, so a heads up, what we're about to do is not comfortable. Straighten the legs back behind you, and then we are literally going to knee to elbow. We're going to mountain climb in this position. Keep going. Okay, drop down. Release the hands. Ooh. Interlace the fingers. Move your way through. Really gently, really slowly. Go the other way. Shake them out. Bring the hands down, find your downward dog again. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, walk the feet forward towards the hands. Inhale, we're going to lift halfway, so hands come up the shins, crown of head pulls forward, hips go back as if you're doing a deadlift, shoulders back. Exhale, soften the knees, belly comes to thighs, fold down. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up to standing, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, soften the knees, hips go back, fold the body down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, we're going to plant the hands, step the feet to the back of the mat, lower down, push up, but the elbows stay in. Top of the feet, push down, shoulders roll back, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, back downward dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk the feet forward. Try and keep the legs as straight as you can. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Good, keep going. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank. Deep breath in, push up, elbows to side. Inhale, push the floor down with the top of the feet and the hands, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes. Inhale, plank. Exhale, back. Good, take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to jump the feet either side of the hands, making a froggy type shape. Good, and then jump them straight back into plank. Jump them forward. Jump them back. Jump them forward. Whew, good. From this position, you're going to come to sit all the way down. If the heels don't stay up, first trick is to try and walk them wider. Still not possible. By all means, get a cushion. Wedge it underneath the heel so that the heels have something to rest on so that you can relax into this position. So, coming into this Malasana squat, temptation is to kind of round forward a bit like Gollum. There is no ring to guard. Bring yourself up. Use the back of the elbows to push the knees out. Lift the chest up. Double chin. We're just trying to open up the hips, so you're welcome to invite a bit of movement here. Okay. So we are going to try moving into a crow pose like you have done. So knees, and like I said before, you are welcome to do the knees on the outside. You're also welcome to do the knees directly onto the backs of the arms. If you're doing the latter, Simon, come up higher, so that the knees literally are in the armpits or as close to as you can get. Lean forward. You should feel the whole part of the shin start to come in contact with the arm. Pick up one foot. Pick up the other foot and then see if you can straighten the arms, squeeze the elbows in towards each other, squeeze the feet. Keep looking forward, don't look down. Nice. Pause and have a bit of a play there. So you're trying to come into that position of elbows back of the upper arm. And then as you lift one foot off, don't try and lift two together. Guaranteed face plant. Look forward, squeeze the hamstring, and then think about squeezing the elbows in and straightening the arm back. All you're trying to do with that intention is to push back against the knees so that you don't have your entire body weight just dumping on the back of the arm. There is some activation there as if you were trying to lift your knee off the arm. It just helps create a mind-muscle connection that will stop you from getting big bruises for a start and feeling quite so heavy in this position. Once you've had a bit of a play, unpause me. Okay, so we are obviously working towards a planche, which is not a comfortable position to be in at all. Like I said earlier, doing the mountain climbers with the hands in reverse just gets you used to creating that shelf idea of where you will eventually be resting your body, and we're going to move into that in the next video for you. In the meantime, 2 exercises I would like you to start doing. One is an L shape for a handstand, because obviously we're working on multiple goals and doing both is going to help. So, option 1, first exercise, find yourself a wall, foot goes against, I'm too short, foot goes against the wall, So you make this L shape. Turn around. Your hands are now going to go where your feet are. So use the hamstring flexibility. If you need to warm them up a bit more, by all means, hands come down. I always end up starting mine further away and then walking them back. That's because of my wrists. Foot comes against the wall. Where are we? There. Other foot comes up, aiming for flat feet here. And then walking the hands back. So you end up in this L shape. And you're going to hold here for as long as you can, starting to build up strength, time under tension. When you're ready to come down, bend the knees, walk the hands out, step the feet away. I would like you to do 3 rounds of that, making the L shape, swapping which side leads. Yes, this makes you uneven. The next time you do it, swap which side leg leads. So 3 times. You can do 4 if you really want to do 4. I'm just mindful of your wrists at this point. I don't want to overexert them. But that is your next position, is to hold that shape. If that feels comfortable, once you are there, you are welcome to try and lift one leg up to the ceiling. Hold. Bring it down. Bring the other leg up. Hold. Bring it down. Unfortunately, I'm at my parents', which means my space here is really limited, so I will demo it for you if you don't understand when I get home. Alright, Simon, once you've done that, I'm going to come down. Shake out the wrists. Because a lot of planche is actually balancing. So the more we get used to trusting the body, knowing that you can crow, knowing that you can hold the L shape, basically knowing that you can balance, planche in and of itself becomes so much easier, because it really is, like I said to you before, it is a seesaw lift. You know, it's really hard to come into this position, bring the elbows in and just take off, because all of your weight is behind you. So you end up having to come forward, find lift, and then move the weight back. Okay, so we're going to just gently release the wrists forward and back, side to side, making circles. Go the other way. Good, bring the hands down and just move around them. Go the other way. Try and get the shoulders involved too, so your hands are down the side of the knees, moving the body. And then for me, I just really, really gently press the backs of the hands together and start to squeeze the elbows down a bit. Just let gravity do its work. Try not to make this too active. Okay, all right. Any questions, Simon? Let me know. Otherwise, I will look forward to seeing your progress photos as they come in. All right.